The courtroom was already restless when Daniel Harper walked in, holding his 6-year-old daughter's hand. His suit was clean but worn at the cuffs, his shoes polished but cracked from years of use. He looked like what he was, a tired single dad who had come straight from a night shift. Whispers floated through the gallery as he took his seat at the defense table. The case was supposed to be simple. Daniel was fighting for custody of his daughter, Lily, after his wealthy in-laws claimed he was financially unstable and unfit to raise her alone. Their attorney wore a tailored suit that probably cost more than Daniel's car. Stacks of documents sat neatly arranged in front of him like weapons ready for battle. When the judge entered, the room rose. Judge Whitmore had a reputation, sharp-tongued, impatient, and not particularly sympathetic to emotional pleas. As everyone sat, he adjusted his glasses and scanned the room. "Mr. Harper," the judge began, glancing at the file, "you're representing yourself." "Yes, Your Honor," Daniel replied calmly. A faint chuckle slipped from the bench. "You're aware this is a custody hearing, not a small claims dispute. Family law is complex. Perhaps you should have considered hiring proper counsel." A few quiet laughs echoed from the back rows. Daniel didn't react. He simply squeezed Lily's hand under the table. "I understand, Your Honor," he said. "But I believe I'm capable." The opposing attorney smirked openly. "Your Honor, my clients are deeply concerned about Mr. Harper's financial limitations. He works 2 jobs, rents a small apartment, and has no extended family support. Stability is crucial for a child." Judge Whitmore nodded slowly. "Indeed. Mr. Harper, can you explain how you plan to provide a stable environment?" Daniel stood, straightening his worn jacket. His voice was steady. "I may not have wealth, but my daughter has never missed a meal, never missed school, and never gone to bed without knowing she's loved. I work nights so I can take her to school in the morning. I study with her every evening. Stability isn't measured by square footage, Your Honor." The judge raised an eyebrow. "And your legal basis for claiming primary custody?" Daniel paused for a moment. The room felt heavier, expectant. "With respect, Your Honor, under Troxel v. Granville, the Supreme Court reaffirmed that a fit parent's decision regarding the care, custody, and control of their child must be given special weight. There is no evidence I am unfit." The courtroom went silent. The judge leaned forward slightly. "You seem quite familiar with constitutional precedent." "I am," Daniel replied evenly. "And if I may add, Your Honor, the Due Process Clause of the 14th Amendment protects my fundamental right to raise my daughter without unnecessary state interference." The attorney across the aisle shifted uncomfortably. Judge Whitmore's earlier amusement faded. "And where did you study law, Mr. Harper?" Daniel hesitated, not from fear, but from quiet calculation. "Yale Law School, Your Honor." A murmur rippled through the courtroom. The judge narrowed his eyes. "Yale. Yes, sir. I clerked on the D.C. Circuit before my appointment." "Appointment," the judge repeated, confused. Daniel reached into his worn briefcase and removed a small leather folder. He walked calmly toward the bench and handed it to the bailiff, who passed it up. Inside was an official letter, embossed and unmistakable. Judge Whitmore read it once. Then twice. The color drained from his face. The letter confirmed what no one in that courtroom could have imagined. Daniel Harper was an Associate Justice of the United States Supreme Court. He had taken a temporary leave after his wife's passing to focus on raising his daughter privately, choosing not to publicize his identity in this small jurisdiction. The gallery erupted in whispers. Judge Whitmore cleared his throat. "Justice Harper, I was unaware." "That's quite all right, Your Honor," Daniel said gently. "Today I am simply a father." The shift in the room was palpable. The smirking attorney now looked pale. The judge straightened his robe, suddenly aware of every word he had spoken earlier. After a brief recess, the ruling was delivered. Based on the evidence presented, Judge Whitmore announced, voice measured, the court finds no grounds to challenge Mr. Harper's fitness is apparent. Primary custody shall remain with the father.